Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are going to start our study session. I have item number 9, and I am going to call that ready. Oh, we don't have any? So, yep, that's a withdrawal. All righty, Counselor Caldwell.
Thank you, Madam President. Blessings to all. I have items 10 through 20, and unless there's any questions from my fellow counselors, okay.
Oh,
All right. Ms. Williams.
Commissioner, okay. One question today. 1011, the greenhouse, $1 million. We're looking at $1 million today, another 400 in the capital plan. We just got out of a budget preview, and we're talking about sustainability long-term and adding of positions. How many folks currently work in the greenhouse?
That's a good question, Counselor. Tony Williams, Commissioner of Parks. We have our full-time greenhouse supervisor, Courtney, so 1, and we have volunteers that also support.
Okay, so if we do the $1.4 million investment that we're talking about, will that one, will your supervisor require additional FTEs to maintain or to augment operations at the greenhouse?
It's a great question, Counselor. I'd like to get back to you on that. I'd like to check in with the greenhouse, also see how much support our current volunteers give, and I can get back to you with an answer. But that's a great question.
Volunteers, there's only one paid staff.
It's always been like these 3 guys, they've been there, and then Courtney and the other lady.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm all set, Madam President.
All righty. Counselor Majuk.
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 21 and 22. Anyone with questions? All right, they're all ready, Madam President. Thank you.
That was good and quick.
I'm telling you, I'm getting better.
Counselor Getters.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 23 through 25, and they're all ready.
Thank you. Counselor Getters and Hogan.
Thank you, President Hudson. I have items 26, 27, 28. I think it'd be imperative as we go along in this that we will determine what exactly is going to be paid for by us, as this is going to be for a design, what is going to be paid for us, the city, as opposed to the developer. So I made that abundantly clear to the administration, so as we go on. But they're all ready.
In the streets and all that
Yeah.
good stuff. Okay. Counselor Hogan and Jones Rouser.
I have items 29, and this is ready.
Thank you. Counselor Williams.
Thank you, Madam President. I have 30 through 35. Are we going to hold 31, 32, 33?
No, we're going into executive
Is that-
session.
Are we afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect, and that'll be-
Executive session, right.
I wasn't sure with Corporation Council being out if that was still happening. No. Hey, Joe. Good to see you.
So the others are ready?
Correct.
Thank you. Counselor Jones Rouser.
Thank you, Madam President, I have items 36 through 80, and all items are ready with the exception of 56 and 57 will be held.
Thank you. All right, let me keep moving. Let me see where we at.
We're done.
No, we're not done. Counselor Monto.
Thank you, President Hudson. I have item number 61, and that one is ready.
Thank you. And before we move on, I have a question for Commissioner Collins. Because I'm being asked, so I have to ask you. Okay, I know that. Good afternoon. Go ahead. State what you're supposed to state.
I'm Michael Collins, Commissioner, Department of Neighborhood and Business Development. Pleasure
All
to be in
right,
front of all.
Department of NBD. We put in, I think it was $100,000 for repairs with different contractors.
Were we talking about the emergency repair program?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we know how much we've spent of that?
We do. I don't off the top of my head, and be very happy to get that to you.
And how many places have had repairs?
Ooh, we can get that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I have one more for you.
Sure.
Have we thought about doing a vacancy study?
So we have thought about doing a vacancy study. We've been approached by a few people in the community about doing one. We know the census data right now shows that vacancy is about 6.5% within the city. But there's been an interest in even though we've got that census data, still doing one. And so we're working internally to take a look at what would be the most informative information for us to learn, and so what would the scope of that study look like?
Okay, so you are looking at it.
We absolutely are. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted. That was easy.
Ask that Nader and clerk offices included in that.
Right. That Nader and the clerk's office is included in study.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to keep them in the loop.
Okay, so
All right.
that was easy, right?
I like the easy ones. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, and with that, I need a motion to adjourn to executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, the executive session.
Gotta go to the law.